Hello YouTube, I am the Definity Gamer and welcome to my first 15 minutes of Aquaria. For those of you who don't know what Aquaria is, it's an aquatic type game where you do a lot of exploration. It has a very unique art style and very good story. Exploration is the key part of this game that makes it different than similar games, because the ocean is very vast and there's a lot of areas you can go to. And also, you don't necessarily have to go in any particular order. There are a lot of areas you can visit before it's time to actually complete anything there. So, this game was made all the way back in 2007. It is a little bit older, but I think it's one of the best atmospheric games ever made in 2D, and let's get started playing it. So, during the game, I'm going to be quiet during all cutscenes and any time when anyone is talking, just so that you'll have the ability to really get what this game's about.
The verse flows throughout Aquaria, through each ripple and wave, through every living being. The verse binds us all as one. The verse binds us, narrator and explorer. My story will become your own, and yours will become mine. You will live my life through my eyes, and you will learn the truth. As far back as I can remember, I came to this place to think. This cave was my sanctuary. Here the verse was so focused that I could feel it humming in the stones around me. If I called out in song, the cave and its creatures would dance to my tune. If I had stayed there, I might have found peace. But eventually, loneliness and restlessness drove me away.
Alright, so here we are. She's done talking, so let's get talking. So you start off as Naija. You're just a little fish person, and you can swim around the ocean. You have a little dash. You can sing, and you have the ability to jump off of walls if you dash to them, like so, to quickly get away from things. You also have the ability to spin around in a circle and look in any direction. The spin, I'm not really sure if you can do it at this point. Maybe you have to wait. Oh, there it is. So you can do the spin. Sorry, I just forgot the controls there. So these are just your basic abilities. You do get more as the game goes on, including some cool transformations and stuff like that. I won't get too much into that because I wouldn't like to spoil it. And also, the game is not just swimming through corridors like you're seeing right now. That's just the kind of tutorial. It just gives you a brief idea of what you're doing at the beginning of the game, but it doesn't last long. So now it's teaching us that we can sing to break plants open. So in order to do that, you bring up your singing menu and you hold in any direction to sing the note. You want to sing the same note as the plant is that color. That's how you know which notes to sing to break them open.
When confronted with a dangerous situation, I was wise to use the full range of my physical abilities to avoid it. With a powerful thrust of my legs, my webbed feet would propel me forward, leaving my pursuers in my wake.
So basically, she's teaching us that her dash is her only form of protection at this point. She doesn't really have anything to attack with. They'll change later on, but for now, we're just helpless. We're quick though, so nothing can really catch us, which is our one advantage.
As I sang, I could feel the verse flowing through me. Certain songs stirred the verse deeply, causing changes in the surrounding waters. The first song I had discovered would wrap the verse around me, protecting me from environmental dangers.
So as you can see, that song gives me a little shield that protects me from ranged attacks.
The power that lay within these crystals flowed to places beyond this world, and the memories of all who neared them were reflected in their depths. I chose to record my story within these crystals for the benefit of those who would journey beyond my life.
Alright, so we're just going to quickly save. We're going to save over this one. Alright, and let's continue on. So, as you can see, this is all just kind of like a tutorial area. Not really... I better stop talking, shouldn't I?
In all my memory, every day had been like every other. If she had not appeared before me in that moment, I might have stayed in those waters for the rest of my days, living as a simple creature. But I was compelled to follow.
So we have some sort of vision here where we're a different sea creature. We have attacks now, and there seems to be a lot of enemy monster things chasing us around. Just gonna try to avoid these as best as possible. We're back.
The strange form faded before my eyes. Perhaps I'd only dreamed her, but I was no longer the same. That vision. I'd lived as a feral creature, not thinking beyond the simplest desires. Until now. As if from a dream, I awoke to the reality of my existence, to the fact that I was alone. I knew that this world was called Aquaria, and that my name was Naja, but I could recall nothing else. Was I the only one of my kind left? Was I destined to live out the rest of my days in solitude? My heart ached for answers. In time, I would discover far more than I'd wished to learn.
Alright, so I think that's it for the narration for this part, so we can get back to playing. Let's just put our shield back on. Oops. So you get a little bit of a glimpse of what your future might look like. Some attack powers that you don't have right now. And your character decides it's time to leave home. So the entire game is narrated like that. You'll kind of get a glimpse inside the character's mind. You're basically at kind of have control over where she's going, but at the same time she'll kind of tell you what she's thinking whenever you go to a new area. She has narrations for all the different parts of the game, and there's no particular order that, as far as I've found, that you have to do anything. I've traveled to a bunch of different areas in the game, and none of them have really blocked me off or prevented my progression forward, even if I didn't think that I was prepared for that area. Just sing to the plants, get some items out of there. We don't really have a use for those yet, but we will soon enough. Alright, and so this right here is our home.
I was enveloped by warm light as familiarity overwhelmed me. I had come home.
So we'll just save the game here again. And we'll explore our home waters. There's nothing too interesting in the home right now, so we'll just go back outside and look at the stuff around Nigel's home. And this will give you a little bit of a better sense of what the game's like outside of her home. It is a lot different than what you're seeing here. and it's much more vast. There's much more interesting things out there. But for the home waters, there is a good idea of how the game looks outside, at least, because you have more creatures, you have big things like this, you have eels, you have lots of different types of fish, you have seahorses, plants. So there's a lot of stuff out there, and in every new area, there's a lot of different enemies, plants, fish, and crabs and stuff like that. Oops. And you can, basically, if you get bored of one area, there's lots more to explore. You can find new stuff and explore new areas. So I'm not sure, but I think you have to actually complete something before you can leave this area. I don't remember because it's been a really long time since I played this game. But I will be playing the entire game through, so if you are interested in how to get out of here, just keep watching, because in my next videos after the first 15 minutes, I will be exploring and progressing in the game and trying to beat it. Oh, I wonder what's this way. The Song Cave. It sounds mysterious.
In these ancient ruins lay the untold histories of Aquaria. With exploration and perseverance, I would rediscover long-lost knowledge.
Whoops, those things are dangerous. Better avoid those. Evil sea cucumbers. So, as you can see, we've already got a very different art theme and different style place going.
The ancient door stood tall and resolute. It was ornately decorated with swirling patterns, but did not provide an obvious means for opening. I would have to search these waters to find its secret.
So as I was saying, every area kind of looks unique. There's a lot of stuff to see out there. And I personally have found that every place I go is beautiful and interesting, and I'm always either scared because it's kind of intimidating looking that I'm going to die, or fascinated and willing to explore every nook and cranny of it. So the game does a very good job of making you whoa, that's interesting, making you want to see what you're going to find next. So you see, like, I just found a giant sea cucumber in a room. Stuff like that you find all over the world. And it just makes you want to keep exploring, which is great because there's so much to explore in this game. Ooh, weird laugh. Creepy. Maybe I have to sing here? Doesn't look like it. Let's just continue on. Maybe we'll find something further up. Whoa! I don't know what that thing is, but it looks dangerous. Ooh, a turtle. What's up, turtle? I don't know why he's purple. Maybe that means he's evil. He's an evil turtle. Some more interesting things sticking up. So as you play this game, you're always going to be discovering things and seeing new things, which I think is what makes this game so good. Whoa. Okay, so here we have a list of notes to sing, it looks like. We have to sing the leaf, and then we have to sing the circle. Whoops. So, leaf, circle, and then leaf again. Oh no, different leaf. Then star. No, I have to do it faster, I guess. Whoops. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, you know what? I must have to take that to the door. That must be what it is. I have to go to the door. Ooh. missed this. Alright, so that has been the first 15 minutes of Aquaria. I'm just going to actually play till I open that door, and that's it. If you've enjoyed the first 15 minutes, then you should consider getting this game. Despite it being an older game by this point, it definitely holds up. And I think the main reason why this game didn't do as well as some of the more recent indie games, just because it's a little bit older, and it was kind of before indie games got the attention that they get now. I think that had a lot to do with it not selling quite as much as we've seen indie games sell recently. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'm actually... Ooh, I found something unique, so let's wait till this is over. It's a lost treasure. Alright, so like I was saying, let's see if I can actually open this with this song I learned before. No? I was hoping for it. Anyways, we'll get to that door and get out of here. So, I forgot what I was saying because of the unique thing I found. Okay, here's the door. Good, because I'm losing it here. Alright, so we sing our song and the door actually opens for us. Or it does something anyways. It does look like it's opening. And in we go. Maybe we'll find something unique here. What is down there? So I need to move this rock to get down there. I have a feeling I'm gonna get the song that moves rocks. Could be wrong.
The crystal was not like the others I'd encountered. In its depths, I could sense the presence of something alive. I was compelled to move closer. In a brilliant flash, an odd creature had emerged from the crystal. Her gaze penetrated my soul, and though she did not speak, I could hear her words echoing inside my head, as clear as the waters around me. It was beautiful. Glimpses of her memories flashed in my head and threatened to overwhelm me. I closed my eyes and felt for one brief moment that I was connected to all of history. When I opened them again, the creature was gone. From the imprisoned soul, I inherited a new song. By binding the verse around physical objects, I would be able to move them through the waters with ease.
Alright, so we got our new song, and we can drag stuff around now. And we can kill stuff with our dragged rock. We opened some strange egg as well, and it gives us...
These odd containers held the pure essence of the verse. When I absorbed it, my life force was increased.
More life, okay, cool. So I'm not actually sure how we drop this. I think we can just drag this rock infinitely. I guess when we leave an area we lose it. I'm not sure if there's a button to get rid of it, but we'll have to figure that out. So I hope you enjoyed this first 15 minutes of Aquaria. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to tune in next time because I will be playing the whole game through, and it's going to be lots of fun.